Hello everyone, it's Kay again. I'm here today to share another little project with you. This time I've used this lovely little 6x6 pad which I've had in my stash for a long time, and it is Perfect Prints and it's the Night Garden. It's a lovely pad. I have used it in the past. I've still got quite a bit of it left. I really do need to use up some of these things and get them gone. And I keep finding nice little projects that will lend themselves to it. And that is the one that I want to share with you today, which is a project from a tutorial that I watched from Sam Calcott UK, who is of course Mixed Up Craft. Very clever young lady who is a huge favourite at the moment, I would say, with all the companies that sponsor and help her with her crafty collection. And Sam did a few weeks ago a calendar which I'll show you here, and it is absolutely delightful. It stands up like so, and then you've got the rings here that allow you then, if you put them in the right place, which of course they don't stay in because they slip around, and then as you go month to month you just peel them to the back of the calendar and it takes you on nicely to the next month, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous, especially if, like me, you have family and friends that lead busy lives and would appreciate something like this as a go-to just at home or at work. It's entirely up to them really. And the tutorial that Sam does is really comprehensive. I have altered the sizings a little bit, primarily because I wanted it to be just that little bit larger than Sam did, because this is a print off from a calendar. Print your calendar on the internet, and it's a free print, and I wanted to use something with a bit bigger numbers because, you know, it's an age thing. As you get older, your eyes start playing tricks on you, and what looks like a 7 is really a 1, or even worse, something that looks like a 28 is actually a 30. We're all coming to it, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I selected the papers that I wanted to use because it is actually quite minimal ingredients to make it up. I've used a really good 300 GSM cardstock. I have lined what would be the front of the calendar stand just to reinforce it that little bit more, and then alternated the papers, a little bit of bling just to cheer it up a little bit more. And it just came together so very nicely. Because the cardstock is good quality, you don't need to line it or back it or do anything like that with it. So you could have scribble areas on the back of each calendar, and just put on the birthdays for that month or what have you. It's one of these really quite fluid things that lends itself to whoever has it and what their needs might be from a calendar. But I thought it was really very good indeed. Quite simple once you've made all your mats and layered up your calendar and cut everything out. Quite simple to put together. You don't have to use these die cuts for the month because the calendar comes with months anyway. But this is what Sam did in her tutorial, and I just thought it was so very tasteful. I decided I would do it exactly the same way. I love the fact that that is floating around and not flat down to the top of the paper, but clearly it could be. Some of them lend themselves just to sitting where they are, but again, it's up to you. I think the longer lettering just looks a little bit more interesting, and also lets you know that it is a longer calendar month word-wise to you know, quick glance stuff. It's December. Yep, that's a nice long word. I don't have to worry about whether I'm thinking it's September or what have you, because these things do happen at a glance. So that is the wonderful, wonderful calendar as the tutorial from Sam. She also recommended using this set from Card Making Magic, who is Christina Griffiths, and I actually ummed and ahed about this set, thinking, oh well, if it's only for calendar numbers, I can probably find them just as cheaply somewhere else. And I did look on a couple of other places, but do you know, the font wasn't very nice. It wouldn't have been as clear as it is here. And what Christina always does, I've got several of her die sets now, she goes that extra distance. So not only have you got your months, you've got all you would need for every anniversary celebrated in this country, including happy birthday. It really is a great die set. It comes beautifully packaged, as you can see, and this is then the size. If I take one out without rustling too much, I hope. Let's go for one of the, now that is anniversary, and you can see when I put it across the back of my hand here, it is not an insignificant size. That's emerald, because she's covered every anniversary, as I say, within this little pack here, and even including postage. And quite often Craft Stash will have little giveaway weekends or free posting and that kind of thing. You know, you can always find ways to bring the price down just that little bit to suit your pocket. That's October there, but you can see they really are beautifully made. Plenty of room here to put your pokey tool through to release the card or whatever you've used if you need to. I again took a tip from Sam, who used double-sided paper, but what I did was use my double-sided tape and blocked off an area on my mirror board, and then just cut out what I needed, and then replenished until I'd cut out all the months, and they all then have the adhesive on the back of them, and that worked really well indeed. So as always, I hope you're inspired by this lovely calendar. I can't praise it enough. And you know, clearly you do have the option to make it larger or smaller depending on how you feel. And the investment as far as the months go and anniversary sentiment goes, I think is well worth the money. So thank you, Sam. Thank you to everyone that is sharing this time with me today. I do appreciate it, and I will be back in the not too distant with another little something to share with you. So take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.